Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it away to start us off. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So NC State's return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Westbrook. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Badgers offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance, and Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football, but more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He's going to pass. He fires to the left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation. because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Out of the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best men?
Pulls it in inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Badger.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Makes his connection. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're picking.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB and trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Snags it over the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A 3rd and long coming up here. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and so
going for the big play. And the pass is intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robbins.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
The give on the inside. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 15, on to take it away.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Badgers want to crank the tempo. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. And the touchdown counts. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the ball is picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Badgers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35 to 10. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Westbrook. Working that left side now. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 16 on the field goal.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds a man by himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal forward pass.
You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. All wideouts, no backs. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's picked off for the third time today. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the ball's out, and they're after it. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Wisconsin! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
Number 8.
The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. Touchdown, Badgers! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
51, NC State, 13.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Gets it out quickly. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air, it's Westbrook. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes up.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Line gets set, first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. With jet sweep pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Badgers have taken it inside the 20. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Spins away from the defense. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Hall will throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has it. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Badgers have it with a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Badger! And the route is on. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State, 13.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're
going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like,
they come up with their 2nd safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception?
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Wants to throw. It's Westbrook. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabs it inside the 15. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the pummeling has started. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge... He gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Badgers are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Badgers! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And they tacked on the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working, and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well,
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
the defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Wants to pass. Pocket start, trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.